And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Charlie McGraw, Seth Rothman with you at the Hummocks Park Ice Rink as Mamaroneck takes on Scarsdale in boys ice hockey action. Charlie, Mamaroneck comes into action 14-2-3 on the season. Scarsdale's at the 500 mark, but it really doesn't matter what sport these teams play, whether it's baseball, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, any sport, doesn't matter. Field hockey as well. When Mamaroneck faces Scarsdale, there's a lot of passion on the field of play.
Right, in all sports, you see that in both boys and girls sports between Mamaroneck and Scarsdale. As you mentioned, some epic games that included field hockey, basketball, and no different in hockey. 2 months ago, these two played a 3-3 tie. As you mentioned, Mamaroneck has a much better record than Scarsdale at 14-3-2, and Scarsdale's 500. But when these two play, you never know what'll happen. And Mamaroneck should be fired up, though, after they beat Pelham for the first time in a lot of years, 7-0. They're off that win, and it's senior night. It's going to be tough for Scarsdale today, but with this rivalry, as you said, you never know. Should be a great game.
Should be a really good game again, as Charlie said. Mamaroneck beating Pelham 7-0 a few days ago, so they're coming in hot, and it is their senior night as well. We will have those festivities for you. We will also have the game. Mamaroneck and Scarsdale set to do battle on the ice next.
Right here. One, Lucas. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and me. Okay. Wait, you get these like Quasimodo eyes, like people everywhere.
Come on, Sandra and Michael. There you go, Michael and Sandra.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to go behind you. I don't remember the one on the ice.
Wait. Alright, guys. No crying. Alright. We're just 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys.
Just about set to go here at Homics. You saw Senior Day, 12 seniors being honored on this Mamaroneck team, and a couple of things I noticed: referee standing right near center ice, kicking a puck around, and the entire Scarsdale team on their bench as Mamaroneck Senior Night happened. I thought that was a classy touch. Carducci will take the draw against Jock Brosgol. We are underway here at Homics on Senior Night. Mamaroneck into its own zone as we get things underway. This forecheck by Scarsdale. Tigers turn it over. Out in front, they scored! Jack Brosgol, 13 seconds in, and Scarsdale takes a 1-0 lead. And how about that Senior Night response?
Wow, they were ready. 12 seconds, technically 13. That was crazy, Seth. What a start. First shot of the game, goal.
Well, that is a turnover right behind the net, and those very often end up as being punished. And it did that time as the junior Jack Brosgol put Scarsdale ahead 1-0, just 13 seconds in. Now Scarsdale with possession after the faceoff, and in neutral ice, Brosgol's got it now into the offensive zone. Back for it from Mamaroneck is Ryan DeHazer. Now Lavin chips it out back into neutral. Lavin tried playing it. Brosgol sends it in. Big hit right afterwards. That was Ryan DeHazer on the play, but Scarsdale has it again behind the net. They try centering one, it's cleared away, but only back out to the point where Wolf is able to play it deeper. Connolly chasing after, can't get it out. Mamaroneck still battling on the far side half wall. Scarsdale able to get it back behind the net. They battle there. Ryan DeHazer in on the play for the Tigers, but Scarsdale able to come away with it. This is Brosgol again. That shot was a save made by Freed. The rebound into the near side corner. Minute, 5 seconds gone by. Penalty upcoming. It's against Mamaroneck. And the Tigers, well, they say the Tigers touched up. That will be a hitting from behind. So a minute and 11 seconds into the first period. Scarsdale already a 1-0 lead. And that's going to be a that is a major penalty against Mamaroneck for hitting from behind. So 4 minutes up on the clock, and the Tigers have work to do now.
That'll go against Harrison Freed, and that's not good for Mamaroneck. Already down 1-0. They'll have to kill off a 4-minute major here, and we'll see if Scarsdale can make it 2-0 on this 4-minute power play.
Well, we talked about the emotions not coming to Senior Day. Harrison Freed, one of the guys that was honored, and you know, a lot of times you get so amped up for your Senior Night game, your final regular season game at Homics. Tigers still trying to fight for a home playoff game. And now a 4-minute penalty kills. Nice save there by Jack Freed, the freshman goaltender. Back behind the net, Scarsdale trying to cash in. Really nice puck movement out in front. It comes. Freed the save, and the rebound is sent into the corner. And Mamaroneck able to clear. The referee got in the way, and it's turned over. Nope, they'll say offsides. Josh Bach was in on the play for Scarsdale. with 3 minutes 31 seconds left to go in the power play.
After his brother took the major penalty, Jack Freed made 2 very good saves to bail him out for now, but there's still 3:31 left on this penalty, and a tough break where it hit the ref, because that would have cleared it, but at least there's stoppage there for the offsides. But 3 minutes 31 seconds still left on this power play for Scarsdale.
Tigers win the draw. It comes out to Chris Wetruba, who can't get it out, and now he slaps it into neutral ice. Doesn't go very far, though. Josh Glassman takes it and sends it in. This is Sam Giroux. He can't clear. Mamaroneck having a lot of trouble getting the puck out of their defensive zone, and now back in retrieval mode is Jeremy Wolf. Wolf being hassled by Schreiber. Schreiber able to take it away from him, but now it's taken right back by Scarsdale. This is Mattis. Mattis with a shot, and a kick save was made, and the rebound was set high over the crossbar. Minute gone by in the power play. This opportunity freed another save. That was Ryan Collins who had the shot attempt. Tigers still unable to clear. That has been a problem early on in these first 2.5 minutes. On the near side corner, they battle for it. Puck finally comes out of the zone. This is Schreiber into some open ice. Schreiber has Carducci. Schreiber centers one, and they could not get the shot away. It was blocked by the defender. Nicely done. That was Mattis on the play. Now a play in neutral ice. Schreiber very quickly into the offensive zone, tries dancing around the defender, puts one high and over the net. Scarsdale now has it back. Halfway through the penalty kill for Mamaroneck. Scarsdale leading 1-0 on a goal 13 seconds in, and Freed covers. Minute 57 left on the penalty kill, 11:45 left in the first period. Shots on goal so far tonight, Scarsdale 7, Mamaroneck 0.
Schreiber did have a good opportunity for the shorthanded goal, but he just missed it, and technically wasn't on goal as he hit it high and didn't have to be saved by Sam Seltzer.
Yeah, I thought Seltzer got one earlier. They did not count it. Anyways, that shot, and Freed juggles and covers.
I agree, Seth. I thought so, too. I thought that he did have a save earlier, but it's not on the board. As that's 7 seconds, so 150 left on this, which would be a great kill, as it would be a 4-minute major kill if they can keep it going.
They're only halfway done with it. Back to the point it comes. That shot on the ground, deflected wide. Freed trying to find it, and he does. That was a good shot at an attempt at a deflection. It was on the ice, it was low, and it was deflected, but it just went wide, and Freed was able on the rebound attempt to cover back up. Shots now officially 9-0 for Scarsdale, 3.5 minutes in. Minute 42 left on the Mamaroneck penalty kill. Schreiber on the draw for the Tigers against the goal scorer, Brosgol, and now the puck is out of the zone. Carducci chasing it down. Carducci gets to it, tries centering one, but it's cleared away by Scarsdale out into neutral ice. Wasong has it now. Fires at the length of the ice to Ryan DeHasia, and trying to get in with Schreiber. It was deflected away from him and taken now by Bach. Bach moved it. This is Schur. Schur back to the point. It comes to Glassman. Glassman, the wrister! Schreiber now for Mamaroneck. Gets it ahead to Carducci, and Carducci, a short-handed breakaway. He scores! A short-handed breakaway by Carducci, and Mamaroneck ties the game at 1.
What an answer by Carducci. He knew that he was past him and he knew he was home, but to get it past Seltzer, I think he went 5-hole. That was a nice goal and a great answer as it's 1-1. First shot technically on goal is a goal, as both teams have done that so far, Seth.
Carducci's 11th goal of the season. It's a short-handed goal. It's a big one on senior night. Minute 2 left on the penalty kill, and Mamaroneck the only team to score on it. Boy, this top line has been buzzing early on, though. Schreiber with his speed, and Carducci has already made a major impact on this one. So tied up at 1. About 4.5 minutes gone by first period out of the neutral ice. It was deflected there by Mike Schur and played deep. Again, Mamaroneck considered the length of the ice on the penalty kill. That pass was not completed. It was deflected by Giroux. He's in chase down mode. And Tigers send it the length of the ice. 26 seconds left on the Mamaroneck penalty kill. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the first period. Tied up at 1 here at Homix.
What a first 5 minutes of this one so far.
We've seen a lot already. Lots more still to come. Back out to the point. Freed easily pads it away. And Mamaroneck is able to clear. Conley is chasing it down. 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. Now 1 second as the whistle blows. So Mamaroneck has successfully killed off that 4-minute major against Harrison Freed. And they will have an offensive zone face-off. You know, something interesting in this game, we talked about the tie game. Charlie, we talked about the rivalry earlier. It's not just the Mamaroneck-Scarsdale rivalry today. It's a Chaparelli family rivalry today. Mike Chaparelli, as you know, the head coach at Mamaroneck. His son, Mike Chaparelli Jr., the assistant coach at Scarsdale. Kevin Wright, the head coach for the Raiders. So the Chaparellis will have something to talk about over dinner after the game tonight.
First-year assistant.
Out in a neutral ice, Scarsdale nearly had a 2-on-1. That was Brosgol who was unable to control it. Now Lavin. 5.5 gone by. First period here at Homix. Senior night. Final regular season home game as Freifeld puts it on goal. Seltzer makes the save and covers.
Freifeld's first shift, and he immediately takes a shot. He came in right after the penalty expired for Freed, and was able to take that shot, and we'll have a face-off in this end. No longer on the kill. We'll see how many more shots Mamaroneck's able to get.
You know, you talk about differences between the NHL and high school hockey. One of them is that your top players are also your penalty killers and your power play guys as well. And that's why, you know, Schreiber was on the ice pretty much that entire time. So now here's Freifeld, who can't get control of it. Harriso getting hassled. Puck gets rimmed around. It's off the referee. They play it. And nearly, it was with a high stick. I thought so. As Brosgol played it with a high stick. So offensive zone face-off Mamaroneck. 8:47 left to go. First period.
Mamaroneck just with the 2 shots because they were on that kill for so long. But now it's 10-2 in favor of Scarsdale. But the third straight face-off that'll be in the Scarsdale zone. And you got to figure that number might get to 10 by the time the period's over.
Yeah, it looks like Mamaroneck's starting to find its game a little bit here in the first period. That goal 13 seconds in, then the penalty. And now a centering feed. Oh, what a save that was. Sam Seltzer with a spectacular save and a big hit put on by Ryan DeHasia right afterwards. Marcus sends it in. The senior Seltzer trying to ruin senior night here at Mamaroneck. Chipped ahead by Scarsdale. This is Mattis going after it, but he's bodied off the puck. It's chipped up, and Mamaroneck able to get it out. Wolf to his D partner Glassman. And Scarsdale sends it in. Nearing the halfway mark of period number 1, tied up at 1. Brosgol and Carducci, the goal scorers. Carducci's goal scored short-handed as Mamaroneck was killing off a major successfully. Charlie Dente played it for Mamaroneck, and now Scarsdale on the rush. That shot whistled well wide. Puck onto the far side. It's taken there, chipped out by Mamaroneck. Chasing it down was Light, unable to get there. Halfway through the first on LMC Varsity Sports. Light, nice play in neutral ice. Tried centering one, nobody was there for Mamaroneck, and it's taken away by Scarsdale. Moving in quickly is Brosgol. He got played by Ryan DeHasia, who's had a really nice start to this game. Very active defensively. And it's chipped ahead now, Harrison Schreiber. Schreiber to the offensive zone, dances around one guy. He almost scored. How did that not go in?
I know.
Looked like he had danced around the defender. Now that slapper well wide. Wasong played it for Mamaroneck. Deflected out of the air by Light, but Scarsdale able to come away with it now. Raiders into the offensive zone. Nice move there. That shot was into the netting. Ben Schwartz putting some moves on the alternate captain. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left to go first period. Still a 1-1 hockey game at Homix.
Great chance to make it 2-1, and Schreiber was his shot that there, it went right by. He must have lost control of the puck when he got the open chance because the net was wide open.
Hopefully we had a replay for you to show you exactly what happened there. Meanwhile, back to the point it comes, deflected out of the zone into neutral ice. It's taken there by Wolf. Wolf being hassled by Conley. Flipped ahead to Lavin, who got hit hard. That looked like it was a hit from behind. It was not called. Meanwhile, Seltzer makes the save. Maybe they thought that Lavin turned his body right before the hit, but it was certainly contact. It was right in his back. No call was made on the play, and Scarsdale sends it into the Tigers' defensive end. 6 minutes left to play, first period. Still 1-1. Playing it was with Song. Now Lavin. Shipped into neutral ice. That was a lot of physicality again. It's Mamaroneck Scarsdale. That's exactly what you expect in any sport. Whether it's football or even basketball, there's a lot of contact when these two teams hit the court together. 5:33 left to go first period. You know, Charlie, this Mamaroneck Scarsdale rivalry in hockey goes back to when I was a student at Mamaroneck, which had to go all the way back to 2004. This was the Mamaroneck Suffern type game where Scarsdale and Mamaroneck were always battling for section titles together. Scarsdale's had some fits and starts since then, certainly. Mamaroneck has kind of stayed near the top of Section 1, but this has always been kind of a really heated rivalry as Ryan DeHasia whiffed and Scarsdale is able to clear it. Nice play there by Ryan Collins. 5:25 left in the period. Chasing it down was Michael Torrey. Shots on the scoreboard, 10-3 for Scarsdale. As we near 10 minutes gone by here at Homix, that's turned over. Nice save was made by Jack Freed. So the freshman goalie has looked very good so far, stopping 10 of 11 shots and the last 10 that he's faced.
And it was about 7 on the power play because they had 2 going into the power play and then the one was the goal, but 9. So he's made 7 on that power play, a couple kick saves and beauty, but he's looked much older than he is, as the freshman has started the whole season for these Tigers.
Face-off won back by Scarsdale. That shot was blocked by Carducci, trying to send Light. He's got Light. That's a breakaway. Light moving in. Light backhand forehand, and the save was made by Seltzer.
Great pass from Carducci.
Carducci, second in Section 1 this season with 30 assists.
Wow.
Nearly got another one right there. Someone got the stick lost out of their hands. Scarsdale moving in. It was Bach who sent it in. Keeping it right on the line was Scarsdale, but Carducci plays it, and Carducci comes out into neutral ice. Gets it over to Sam Giroux, who sends it in. On the near side boards it comes, and puck comes out of the zone. Ryan DeHasia plays it ahead for Carducci. Puck jumped over his stick. Carducci in chasing against Josh Glassman. Now Schreiber. Lavin calling for the puck, can't get it to him, instead it's out of the zone. Ryan DeHasia now in neutral ice. And Scarsdale able to grab it. Under 4 left to go, first period. Still 1-1 at Homix. Lavin getting hit away from the play, but not too hard was the play. They say no penalty, and now Scarsdale chips it off the ceiling, and that'll stop play. With 3:35 left to go first period. Still 1-1 here at Homix.
That ceiling is low, but you don't see it that much, but it did hit the ceiling. You won't see that in any NHL game.
No, you certainly don't. I've seen a puck hit a scoreboard a couple times in NHL games, but not normally the ceiling. Penalty upcoming. Nope, that was a delayed offsides. And now Torrey into the offensive zone. Torrey wrists one and a glove save by Seltzer, though he can't hang on to it. So play on with 3:20 left to go in the period. Big hit in the corner. That was Luke Schur dancing with it in his own zone, a little bit dangerously. Puck goes the length of the ice. Schreiber chips it back to Dente. Now Torrey hit hard, nearly got turnbuckled into the Mamaroneck bench, and he gave a little tap to the Scarsdale defender afterwards. Now this is Harriso. Mamaroneck back with it. That shot was saved by Seltzer on the shot. Believe that was
Nodiff.
That was Max Nodiff.
Freshman. He was falling down and he was able to shoot it, and Seltzer was able to answer. It was not the easiest save, but a little knuckler.
Well, we've seen about 12 and a half minutes so far, and there's been a lot of stuff away from the puck so far, and you certainly get the sense there is no love lost between these two teams.
Very physical game so far.
A lot of little stick taps and angry little slashes going on. This has been a very physical game so far as Seltzer covers that puck with 2:21 left in the first period.
But just the one penalty, the major to free that they killed. As you said, there could have been another one against Scarsdale. And
I get the sense there'll be more than just that one penalty tonight.
the prediction probably about 5 or 6 more maybe.
You get that. You certainly do get that sense. Face off in the Tigers' offensive zone. Freed won it back. That shot was gloved by Seltzer on the shot that was taken by the senior, Colin Lavin.
Good shot by Lavin, the senior, and another face-off in the zone. They're up to 7 shots on goal now to the 11 from Scarsdale.
Tigers really are finding their way in this game after that start. Wasong whiffed on that one. That might give Scarsdale an odd man rush. The shot might have been deflected. Josh Bach took the shot on the pass from Brosgol, and I'm not sure if Freed got a little bit of it. He might have. Under 2 to go, first period. Mamaroneck able to control. They chip it out. Lavin going chasing, and Lavin gets bodied off it by Jeremy Wolf. And a penalty is upcoming on Scarsdale. Out in front it comes. That shot was stopped by Seltzer. Another opportunity for Giroux. Gets it back to Schreiber. Schreiber dances. Tries sending it out in front. Seltzer stops it, covers it, and waits for the whistle. Ooh. And Mamaroneck will go on the power play. And then again, we were talking about after the whistle shenanigans. There's more. So
Seltzer.
so Seltzer getting into the act as well.
He pushed out.
We'll see if the referees call anything else. Minute 27 left in the first period, and that's a major penalty for interference coming up against Scarsdale.
Number 4, Wolf, Jeremy Wolf.
So Jeremy Wolf to the box, and now Mamaroneck will go on the power play. So another major penalty in this game. That's the second.
About a minute after we said we'd see a couple more. We didn't think maybe major. But
the referees are going to have to crack down a little bit the way this game has been going. Moving in with it is Freed. Now Schreiber. Schreiber to Lavin. Deflected over to Watroba. His shot was gloved and held by Seltzer with a minute 10 left to go first period.
Schreiber was talking to Watroba after the play. Looked like he maybe wanted to pass back there, and he had the angle. And instead of the shot right at Seltzer, that was the easy save.
A little coming together between Carducci and Collins before the face-off. The draw is back behind the net. Mamaroneck tries to keep it in. They do. That was Harrison Freed who got there.
1 minute left now in this first period.
Lavin to Carducci. His shot whistles high and wide. Schreiber plays it on the near side. Centering feed. Nobody able to collect it, but now they do. This is Freed who got it over. That shot! Seltzer got a piece of it and sent it away from the net.
Nice shot by Lavin.
Back behind the net, looking for a passing lane. A lot of Tigers crashing. Wachroba wrists one with a lot of traffic out in front. And Seltzer makes the save and hangs on. 23.4 left in the period.
Good job by Seltzer not to give a rebound because Carducci was right there waiting for a second goal of the game if he did. And instead, Seltzer held it, and we're now tied at 11 shots each. And definitely more coming on this penalty. And Seth,
back to the point off the draw. This is Freed over to Wachroba. He's got a heavy shot. Wachroba tried sending it into the far side corner. That one stopped by Seltzer. Nice job by Sam Seltzer on this power play from the Mamaroneck so far. Lavin into the corner. 2 seconds and 1 left in the period, and that will do it. First period complete here at Homix. Tigers and Raiders deadlocked at 1. Tigers still have power play time left.
back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Seth Rothman. I'm Charlie McGraw, and we get set for the second period, and it turns out that that was just a minor penalty. That's coming back onto the ice now is Jeremy Wolf, as when the official signaled with the 4, it was for the number 4 on Wolf and not a 4-minute major. So he comes out after a minute and a half in the box, and no power play, able to score. Carducci has it here now towards the goal. He shoots and he scores! 5-hole! What a goal! Michael Carducci looked like he was going to go to the right of him. He pulled it back and went through the legs of the goalie, Seltzer. Unbelievable, number 2. Carducci on fire on senior night, Seth.
Well, that's a terrific goal by Carducci. Forehand, backhand, 5-0. So Scarsdale scores 13 seconds into the first period. Mamaroneck scores 23 seconds into the second period. Little confusion there with that penalty. Referee put 4 up in the air when he called that penalty. The first time that meant a 4-minute major. I guess that just meant 4 for the jersey number. Either way, that was a full-strength goal for Mamaroneck, 5-on-5. Tigers lead it 2-1.
So a shorthanded and now a full-strength goal for Carducci. I think both were unassisted. Or no, the first one might have been Schreiber or unassisted on the breakaway, and that one, unfortunately, they don't give you the assist anymore. The official used to. As that one is saved, another save made by the freshman Freed, as they battle for Carducci, getting a lot of ice time as he has the 2 goals and this top line. In high school hockey, you see the top line, Seth, get a lot of ice time. As it's played up street, Life has it now, looking for Carducci. They double team him. He passes to Carducci, but he loses it, and I wonder if Scarsdale's going to keep that double team on him.
Well, that was nearly a 2-on-1, but it kind of got ruined by the fact that he had to slow up a little bit because Carducci was a little in front of him. So he had to wait for Carducci to get on sides, and that kind of nullified the 2-on-1 opportunity. Scarsdale was able to get back and defend it.
So 13:35 left in this period, and 13 shots for each team. And the lone shot in this period was the goal by Michael Carducci, his second of the game, to make it 2-1, as Mamaroneck has it behind their own goal, and they play it forward here as it is played up to Matt Marcus, and Tucheron will chase after it in the Scarsdale zone. And the check by Pearson, Lucas Pearson, and Tucheron over there, and Matt Marcus and Giroux and Charlie Denty are the 5 players on the ice for Mamaroneck. Scarsdale has it behind their own goal, and they play it up now. And intercepted by Mamaroneck. Going towards the goal is Denty, plays it to Pearson, but stolen by Scarsdale, and they'll bring it up as they'll transition with Collins, and behind the goal, intercepted by Marcus. Ooh, Marcus played it back into his post. But neither player got nervous as they just quickly played like nothing happened, him and the goalie Freed. And Scarsdale has it back now. As we hit the 3-minute mark of this period, and Mamaroneck up 2-1, icing on Scarsdale.
No, I think Mamaroneck, I think we're seeing them play a lot more sound defensively. Ever since that goal, 13 seconds in, and then the penalty kill, and now we've seen them get into the game, and we've seen how good they are defensively. You know, maybe 10 years ago, you wouldn't have thought of Mamaroneck as that defensive stalwart type of team. They are now, and they really played like it for the last 16 minutes of this game.
So the delayed offsides, but it doesn't matter as Scarsdale brings it back towards the Mamaroneck zone, and it'll be played by Pearson. And Ryan DeHasia, he gets laid out. That'll be a big penalty, and DeHasia is on the ice, and it'll a cheap hit there.
Yeah, and I think Lavin is going to get another one for retaliation after the whistle. Ryan DeHasia's down. They're calling out the trainers.
That's
so
bad.
While they do so, we're going to take a timeout on LMC Varsity Sports. All right, so we're back at LMC Varsity Sports. Ryan DeHasia able to skate off under his own power now. Ben Schwartz, the junior forward, boarding is the call, hitting from behind. He is done for the night. That's a game misconduct. Lavin also called for an unsportsmanlike. It'll be 4-on-4 for 90 seconds. Then Mamaroneck will get a 2.5-minute power play. And now the captains are being spoken to by the referee. Next referee comes over and says, it's time to play hockey. So we're done chatting. We're ready to go. So Scarsdale's
Anthony
Scarsdale
D'Ambrosio.
Schwartz done for the night.
As D'Ambrosio will serve the penalty for Schwartz as he gets the game misconduct. No, that's the right call. That was a dangerous boarding. It looked like DeHasia got seriously hurt, but probably won't see him for the rest of this game as he was able to go off, but I don't see him on the bench.
Well, on a hit like that, you're going to take him back inside to make sure that he gets looked at. I am sure there's a concussion protocol for something like that. I'm not sure if he got hit in the head, but certainly on a boarding penalty like that, you're going to take every precaution. So we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 90 seconds, and then Mamaroneck will get a 2.5-minute power play with 11:38 left in the period. And Charlie, this could be a chance for the Tigers to maybe break this game open a little bit.
Definitely, they'll get that 2.5 power play. They'll have the 4. It'll be 4-on-4 here as the retaliation on Lavin, and they'll play it forward after it was in their zone, which was weird because the major, I guess that's where the puck was, so that's what they did because it was coincidental
when you get called for a penalty, you get the face-off in your offensive zone, and the major supersedes the minor.
Yeah, but it was in the Mamaroneck zone. Like, because there was a major, as it goes right in front of the goal and it's saved, Schreiber's shot. What I'm saying is because they had a major penalty, I thought it would be right in the Scarsdale zone. Instead, it was in the Mamaroneck zone.
So I believe, right, and I guess with the offsetting penalties, they put the face-off where the play was. Anyways, 30 seconds gone by in the 4-on-4. 11:08 left in the second period.
As the officials gathered, the Mamaroneck captains want to make sure there was no retaliation for the hit.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen a lot of chippiness tonight, and that's the second major penalty called. The first game misconduct, and again, you've got to settle the kids down a little bit at some point here.
As Mamaroneck has it here, Watroba passes to Denty. His shot is saved by the goalie, Seltzer, for his 13th save. 13 of 15 on shots against them is Seltzer. They played that sequence there almost if they were on the power play, even though it's a 4-on-4, the way they spread it wide right here. Watroba has it, he'll shoot it. And Freed tries to play it, but it's stopped once again by Seltzer. That game misconduct this period has taken a lot of time, as that was almost a 5-minute break there as they settled it. The officials initially didn't call it, but when they discussed, they made the right call for the game misconduct. Is that boarding hit was
No, I think they made the call
agree.
immediately,
Yeah.
but I think it was
discussion?
it was a situation where they needed to make sure that there were no shenanigans on the ice afterwards before they would skate over. But they did make the right call on it, which is good news. Again, hockey, we're seeing the NHL start to get to this point too, but there can be no waviness in these calls. If hitting from behind, dangerous play has to be called every time, and so far it's been called every time here.
As it's loose, but Seltzer gets it as that was just sitting there, and they weren't free, couldn't put it in on the rocket by Watroba, so another save for Seltzer.
Yeah, he laid a bit of an egg there and didn't quite know where the puck was for a moment before finding it and covering. Good communication out there.
As Fried thought he got held, he's discussing it with the official. 12 seconds to go on this minor penalty, so it'll be a 2.5-minute major power play for the Tigers, which means they can score as many times as they can. As where just when a minor, you can only score once and then the player comes out of the box. With the major, you can score as many times as you can, and it won't come back on the ice. As Schreiber goes in, as Lavin goes to the bench following his minor serving and the retaliation interference, or roughing retaliation, as it'll be played behind their own goal by Carducci, looking for the senior day hat trick with 9:45 to go. He'll bring it up towards the goal. Thought about a shot there, looking for the wraparound. Instead, he'll go for a pass. As Seth mentioned, he has second leading in section with 30 assists, but he can't find Conley, and he gets it right back. Passes to Schreiber, though, and it'll be played out, and when trouble will gather at mid-ice, cleared by Scarsdale. 1:50 to go on the major. Schreiber brings it across, and he will pass it, and it'll be kept in by Fried just at the blue line. 1:35 left on the major. Towards the goal, the shot is wide as it hits the netting, the side netting of the goal by Schreiber, and the shot by Carducci looking for the hat trick is saved by Seltzer. As you said, the top players, they're on the power play and the penalty kill, and we're seeing that as this line continues to take this ice time.
Well, special teams, you're on the power play now. Your best players are going to play all that time, and that's what Mike Schiaparelli's doing. He wants a goal on this power play.
And that one by Schreiber. Pass in front, a save by Seltzer, and another save by Seltzer, as right in front was Conley, but he couldn't put it home. Watroba shot just wide in front. Seltzer somehow gets back into the goal, and it's off the hinge, and the official blows it dead, although
I'm not sure what he called there. I know that Conley took a whack at Seltzer's pads. That's what he called it, and that was off its moorings. So when Seltzer went post to post, he inadvertently took the net off its moorings, and that's why we had the whistle with 8:44 left in the second period. And minute 6 left on the Mamaroneck power play.
major power play that was 2.5 after the interference to Lavin. Roughing minor. So it'll be taken here by Collins, Schur and Carducci, and one by Scarsdale, and they'll wisely clear it. Fried put up his hand but didn't realize they're on the power play, so it's not icing, and they get a shot, and the shorthanded attempt is saved by Fried.
Carducci lucky to get away with that. No, he did not get away with it. That's a cross check against Carducci, and it could have also been a hit from behind. Again, this has been a very physical, very hard-hitting, and at times dangerous game, and Carducci does not look like he agrees with the call, but he will go to the penalty box for 90 seconds, nearing the halfway mark of the game. And so back to 4-on-4 hockey, Charlie. 47 seconds left on the major penalty to Schwartz. So that's how long we'll play 4-on-4. Except there's 5 guys on the ice for Scarsdale, which is not right. And that's why the whistle blew. I think the fans were saying something. And that's...
Does that be a penalty? Too many men on the ice?
It might be.
It should be, right?
I'm not sure if they're going to call it.
Shouldn't it be?
Doesn't look like they're going to call it, but it certainly could have been.
Right. That's not something you see every day. Anyway, it'll be played by Watroba, as that 4-and-4 will be for 47 seconds. So that was the time remaining on the major penalty against, that was served by D'Ambrosi and against Schwartz. Game misconduct boarding.
By the way, Scarsdale has a total of 1 shot in this period.
As it's stolen by Scarsdale's Rosegol, who scored the only goal. It gets by the defender and a save by Freed. As Freed has a shutout besides the first 13 seconds of this one.
Scarsdale now on the power play.
As it's played forward by Mamaroneck, as there's 33 seconds left on the kill for the Tigers now for this 47-second power play after returning D'Ambrosi out of the box. And that's a good clear by Watroba, played by Seltzer, and he'll pass it with 10 seconds left on the power play. He'll play it to Glassman. And Carducci ready to get out. 3, 2, and he's out of the box now and played forward. And he'll, unlike the other players who took the early penalties, Carducci will go onto the ice instead of the bench, and somebody goes in for him. And he'll get a pass now from Conley. Open is Schreiber, and stolen at the last second by Glassman. Carducci has it now with 6:30 remaining in this second period as he's looking for his 3rd goal of the game. And this one is saved off the shot from Sam Giroux. And that's an icing for Scarsdale.
Always fun in a hockey game when you have dueling student sections. Scarsdale has their group on their end of the ice, and Mamaroneck's got their group on their end of the ice. So dueling chants, dueling stuff on the ice, and dueling stuff off the ice. Pretty good atmosphere here at Homics.
Very good atmosphere. This year the games are a little earlier. They used to be about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. That's when they had the ice time. Now, this year they're 4:30, 5:30, as this one is. So not as late at night, but still a very good crowd here.
Not as much trouble for the athletic department on a Friday night either.
Of course.
Those.
Goal! The flute goal there, scored by, looked like the Pearson, Lucas Pearson with the tough angle, and shocking how that one went in. So maybe put in by, oh, here we go.
We'll get a replay for you on that one. It is Matt Marcus who gets the goal for Mamaroneck.
Not Pearson, but it was Matt Marcus with the deflection from Tucherone. Matt Tucherone. Tucherone with the assist, and the goal was scored by Marcus. The way Pearson reacted and the way he was coming out from it, it looked like he was scored, but he wears 9 and Marcus wears 6. And that shot is saved on a shot by Marcus. There's 5:45 left. Mamaroneck now at 3-0 on the goal by Marcus, assisted by Tucherone, and played by Scarsdale and stolen away by Tucherone. He plays it to Pearson now. Pearson has it. To Tucherone as he gets hit into the boards as Pearson plays it to Denty. To Tucherone behind the goal, off the side of the goal. Pearson tries to stuff it in, but it is knocked away. Denty has it and intercepted on a high stick as we'll get a stoppage, 5:06 to go. Crazy goal there, Seth.
Yeah, again, listen, no shot's a bad shot, right? And Mamaroneck has been peppering Seltzer for the last 20 minutes or so, and you get rewarded. When you crash the net, when you cause trouble out in front, you get rewarded. And That time, Matt Marcus, the freshman, or the senior, I should say, gets rewarded with Mamaronek's third goal. That's a big one. The Tigers a little bit of insurance, a little bit of pad on that lead, and the way they've been playing defensively.
As the shot is high, deflected by Mamaroneck by Matt Hyman, and intercepted by Schreiber. Pass to Light, back to Schreiber. Schreiber has it here as he's double teamed. He shoots, and a save by Seltzer. A rocket by Schreiber and a great save by Seltzer to keep Scarsdale down by 2 at 3-1. Schreiber gets it right back. He passes from Light back to Schreiber. He shoots and it wide. What a sequence for Harrison Schreiber.
Tell you what, he is a fantastic skater, Charlie.
Excellent player. And very tall at the, it says 6 foot, but I think he's taller than that. Just a junior and a junior captain.
Another penalty upcoming.
On Mamaroneck.
It was in the near side corner.
Scarsdale.
And it was against Scarsdale. It's Jack Brosgol going to the box. It's a holding penalty against Brosgol with 4:19 left in the period. Mamaroneck back on the power play.
Minute and a half power play for the Tigers. Brosgol in the box, and we'll see that power play line with Carducci, Lavin, Schreiber, and Watroba and Freed. As Scarsdale will get to the kill once again. Mamaroneck hasn't scored a power play goal. We've had about 5 minutes of power play opportunity. Oh, a stick save by the defender.
That was clear right off the goal line, Charlie.
By the defenseman. That shot is wide by Schreiber. That was the defenseman, Haraso, who it was going in, it looked like off Carducci, I believe, which would have been his third goal. And instead, Haraso, the defenseman, cleared it as it got by the goalie, Seltzer.
You know, I said, well, we'll get back to that in a moment.
As 50 seconds left on this power play for the Tigers, looking for their first power play goal, as they have a shorthanded one and lead 3-1. And Watroba's shot is deflected and high.
What I was about to say, Charlie, is we talked a moment ago about Schreiber's skating. His puck control in tight spaces for this Mamaroneck team has been very, very good, and especially for his age, he is a very good player on this Mamaroneck team. Leads the squad with 13 goals, also has 9 assists, and really making an impact without getting on the goal sheet so far tonight has made a huge impact in this game.
Schreiber's been huge all season in this game, as you said, without getting a goal. And that Carducci passes, and I thought that was his goal, but I guess it hit the crossbar. How did that not go in?
Oh, we need a goal review on that one.
What a hit, and that'll be a penalty though on Watroba for interference. So that was a great pass from Carducci to Schreiber, and that looked like that was in. Rob probably has the replay.
We'll cue up the replay on that one. Meanwhile, Watroba not happy with that call, but they're going to call it interference.
It was questionable. There's been a lot of hits from Scarsdale just like that, too.
The puck was right there, but I will say this, it might have been a little bit high. Again, we might get a replay of it for you. That might have been a little bit high as well, and if it was high, you could have called the contact to the head, but either way, it is a Scarsdale power play.
This one will be taken in the Scarsdale zone. It will be taken here by Mamaroneck. As this one will be played by the Tigers and intercepted by Scarsdale, as they're now on the penalty. Second time in a row, Mamaroneck couldn't finish a power play without getting a penalty called against them, as it will be a power play now for Scarsdale with 1:09 left on the penalty for Watroba. as this one will be taken by Mamaroneck as they win the faceoff in their own zone and played by Lavin to Freed. The Tigers looking for their second shorthanded goal and a possible goal-saving play made by Scarsdale's Glassman. Josh Glassman, the freshman, stopping Freed from a possible breakaway, wide open shot. Too close to be a breakaway, but it was a wide open shot. As this will be brought in by the Raiders. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the period, 35 seconds left on the Scarsdale power play as the Tigers up 3-1 and looking to take that lead into the third period if they could kill off the final 25. That one just wide off of the wraparound from Brosgol, who was looking for a second goal. 15 seconds on the power play. Puck goes into the Scarsdale zone, played forward by Wolf. And as the final 3 seconds in the power play over, Tucharon will come in for the Tigers. Watroba goes back to the bench following his interference penalty, and it'll be played by Scarsdale with 1:25 left in this second period. Poked away by Lavin, kept in by Scarsdale. Lavin gets the pass, and his shot is saved by Seltzer, batted out of play.
Shots in this period now 15-2 in favor of Mamaroneck.
Huge advantage in shots. Scarsdale had 12. Well, they were all tied at 12 shots apiece entering this period. After Scarsdale, because of their early power play, had a 9-0 advantage in shots to start the game. And they scored the goal 13 seconds in. This shot stopped Denty and played by the Tigers. Looked like played up by a hand on the ground, wasn't called. Played up by Mamaroneck, and they tried to clear, kept in by Matus, and dumped in by DJ Matus as it's played by Scarsdale. Matus shot, redirected, scores! Scarsdale goal by Matt Hyman, and it's 3-2, assisted by DJ Matus, and a bounce goes Scarsdale's way.
And that's the second time tonight that a turnover by Mamaroneck ended up in their own net. And the Tigers got to be careful about that. That first one came with 13 seconds gone by. This one comes with 33 seconds to go in the period. Scarsdale is back in. Another goal is by Hyman.
Goal by Hyman, assisted by Matus, and Ryan Collins gets the second assist, the other assist. 33.1 seconds remaining in this period, and it's now a one-goal game after that goal by Hyman on the Mamaroneck turnover, as Seth mentioned. Carducci dumps it in, 20 seconds to go, followed by the Tigers, and now a swing and a miss by Wasong. Stolen by Scarsdale. They have numbers. The shot is high and wide. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Carducci, possibly one more chance, but a good poke check by Luke Schur, and this one will go behind the Mamaroneck goal, and the second period will end with 2 goals for Mamaroneck in the period and 1 for Scarsdale, as we will be right back with the third period next on LMC Varsity Sports.
Third period about to get underway here at Amish. Charlie McGraw, Seth Rothman with you. Mamaroneck holding a 3-2 lead as we get set for the third period on a freshly Zamboni'd ice. Carducci will take the draw against Brosgol. And we're set to go. Puck down in the third. That's turned over. The shot was stopped by Freed. So another early period turnover by Mamaroneck nearly leads to a goal. That one got blocked, and it's to the side of the net, and Freed holds on 21 seconds in. Whoa, was that close to a tie game?
I was just thinking, are we going to have another goal in the first 30 seconds of the period, as Carducci scored the one to make it 2-1. Less than 30 seconds into the second period, and then that first period goal, and what a save by Freed to keep it 3-2.
That was a great save on Josh Bach, the freshman. Now Mamaroneck with possession. This is light into the offensive zone. It got stopped. Carducci has it there. Carducci to the near corner, swings it out in front. That shot was stopped. That was light on the shot, and Seltzer on the save. Puck loose on the near side wing. It's fished out there and taken by Scarsdale, who wings it into neutral ice. Harrison Schreiber into the offensive zone. Schreiber, nice move. Another nice move. Schreiber put it off the side of the net. He can skate, and again, the puck control by Harrison Schreiber is very, very good. Minute gone by in the third. Schreiber making a lot of defensemen look silly. This is Carducci in neutral. Touches the puck to himself. Big drive and a save by Seltzer, and the rebound is taken by Scarsdale. Out into neutral ice. Blowing in is Mortreau, and his shot was stopped by Freed, who covers the puck with a minute 27 gone by in a frenetic third period so far here at Homics.
A couple shots from each team. Great scoring opportunities from each team. Great save by Seltzer on that Carducci blast. It was a body save. He just got his body in front of it and kept the game 3-2.
They battle for the near side corner. It's taken there by Scarsdale. That was Arthur Mortreau on the play. Colin Lavin, I should say, has it for Mamaroneck, sends it in.
Cooper was his older brother.
Falling down was a Raider. Mamaroneck has it back behind the net. Not really able to get it out to the point for a shot opportunity. And now the Raiders moving in transition. Up and down the ice we go. Here to start the third. Lavin pushes it ahead. And Tom Conley chasing it down for Mamaroneck. They swing it around to the near side. Lavin plays it there, but it's out of the zone. Nice work by Mortreau. Harriso collects. Scarsdale trying to set it up behind their own net for the breakout, but the pass did not connect, and Chris Watrova sends it back in. 2.5 gone by, third period, still 3-2 Mamaroneck. Tigers send it in. Chasing after it is Glassman. And now it's taken in neutral ice by Mike Schur. Schur dances around a defenseman, shoots one off the post. It was off the outside of the post, and now it's taken by Boren. Boren a 2-on-1 with Torrey, who shoots high. And now Scarsdale moving in transition. Big hit in neutral ice. Raiders still have it. That shot was gloved and hung on to by Freed with 3:09 gone by in the period. That was Mike Schur who had the shot opportunity. And these teams are racing up and down the ice to start the third period.
Scarsdale knows they're down by 1, and Mamaroneck knows that they have to add to their lead because this might not be good enough 3 goals, as we have 28 shots by Mamaroneck and 20 by Scarsdale now.
Face off on the Tigers' defensive end is chipped back to the point. Swung around by Luke Schur. Out in front it comes. Freed got it. The rebound, it's loose and covered by Jack Freed.
What a sprawling save by Freed there. That puck was loose, and he had to basically sit on it, and he was able to. And only took about 3 or 4 seconds, but a huge play by Freed. 11:42 left in this third period now.
Scarsdale 8-1 on the season. Mamaroneck 14-2-3. These teams tied at Scarsdale 3-3 back on December the 16th. That puck is turned over. Out in front it comes, and Mamaroneck escapes. Yikes. Wasong gets it up to Carducci. Carducci into the offensive zone. Tries swinging it back to Wasong. Puck rims around, kept in by Giroux. Scarsdale able to get it out. Chasing it down is Bach. Bach could not get control and swung back into neutral ice, but taken there by Harriso, who gets it deep. 4 minutes gone by, third period. Tigers up 3-2. Puck was chipped ahead by Brosgol. He's got one of the goals for Scarsdale. He's got the puck now. He swings back behind the net. Brasgol loses the handle into the near side corner. It's Scher, now back to Brasgol. He battles with it. Centers one, man open, shot deflected wide. The shot was taken by Glassman, and it was deflected out in front. Carducci behind the net, battles, but turns it over to Brasgol. Puck is kept in by Wolf. Carducci battling along the boards, Wasong digging it out. It's kept alive by Scarsdale. That shot was blocked, and that shot was gloved. Both were taken by Mike Scher, and we get a face-off.
Another good save by Freed. Scher had 2 in a row there, the senior captain, and they'll have another face-off this last minute and a half or two. Scarsdale's putting the pressure on Mamaroneck as the Raiders look to tie this one at 3.
They are throwing everything at Jack Freed so far in this third period. Another odd angle opportunity. It's loose in front. They scored! We're tied! It's Ryan Collins who ties the game at 3. With 10:01 left to go in the game.
And you would think that this was the Stanley Cup playoffs, the way they reacted.
Anytime you come to Mamaroneck, Charlie,
Against Scarsdale.
it doesn't matter who's playing. Anytime a team comes into the Homix Park Ice Rink, it's a big game. You are going up against a team that's got a massive state championship banner in the corner, and you want to beat them. Marcus has the puck into the near side. He swings it wide. Scarsdale's student section up with a "We can't hear you" chant towards the Mamaroneck student section. It's been that kind of night. We're tied at 3. 5:20 gone by in the third. Marcus played it. It goes into the Tigers' defensive end. They battle for it on the near side. Half wall. Mamaroneck has it. That's Charlie Dente who played it. And now Tigers able to swing it out. Heading back for it is Luke Scher. Scher plays it off a touch from Seltzer. Big hit in the corner. Scarsdale able to retain possession. It's Matt Hyman, one of the goal scorers. Scarsdale gets it in. Nice work there by Brasgol. He tried centering one. It was not strong enough. And now Mamaroneck able to get to it. Light. Puck went into the Tiger bench. That'll stop play. 8:45 left to go, third period. We are tied up at 3 here at Homix.
As that goal was a persistence there by Ryan Collins, second, third chance, and he put it home, assisted by Scher, and that's made it 3-3. But they were chipping away for a couple minutes, and they put one home as Scher has a word for the official here. Don't know what he was asking.
Well, the face-off is at center ice because the puck went into the Tiger bench. Light tries chasing it down. It's played by Giroux. Carducci avoids the hit and grabs the puck. Carducci tried centering one. It was deflected. Schreiber's got it now. Schreiber dancing with it. Puts the shot on. It was high. A stick is high up into the air. Not sure whose. It was Carducci's. And now Mamaroneck still with it. Schreiber, the shot was blocked out in front and cleared by Scarsdale. 8:10 left to go, third period. No icing. Puck into neutral ice. It's slapped back in by Harriso. And we'll stop play. I believe that was a offsides, I believe, against Scarsdale with 7:55 left to go in this one. Mamaroneck has one shot on goal in this third period so far.
Early on in the first period, they were outshot, but that also included that big penalty, but 9-0, and now they're getting outshot here to start this third. The second period, they played very well and dominated that, but Scarsdale's right back at 3-3 now.
This is how their other meeting ended up. Mamaroneck trying to get a better result on senior night. Out in front, bodied off the puck was Harrison Freed, but Scarsdale is able to get it out into neutral ice. Giroux sent it in, but his teammates had to go touch up, which they now have. It's taken by Mike Schur, but nice defense there by Sam Giroux. Back behind the net. Conley loses the handle. It's taken by Schur. This is Luke Schur out in front. It's sticked aside by Freed and taken by Watroba. Watroba tried shielding the puck, but he loses it. Mike Schur sends it in. Past the halfway mark of this third period, it has been a thriller here at Hammocks. I have a feeling you might be watching this game again in the summer. Watroba over to the near side. They played in neutral. Giroux sent it along. Lavin played it. Was that offsides? It was not. It's taken by Hyman. Hyman getting bodied by Watroba. Giroux chasing it down. Mamaroneck having a little bit of trouble getting possession. They're doing a lot of defending right now. Josh Bach could not get there. He gets bodied, and Carducci has it. 6:17 left to go, third period of a tied hockey game at Hammocks. Lavin could be a 3-on-2 developing. Here's Carducci. Carducci has space, dances, shoots! Might have been deflected by the goaltender, Seltzer. Otherwise, it went wide. Carducci gets back to it. Now Schreiber behind the net. Back out to the point, kept in by Ryan DeHasia, who is back on the ice. Good to see after that hit in the second period. Wasson played it. Scarsdale collects it. This is Hyman. Hyman wrists one, and an easy pad save was made by Freed. Under 6 to go in the third period. Carducci ahead to Schreiber. Schreiber swings behind the net. Tried centering one. It was taken away by Mattis. Now Carducci gets it back. Out in front it comes. Carducci swings over to the near side. It's back behind the net now. And a hand pass, I believe, is going to be the call against Mamaroneck with 5:14 left to go in the third period.
Carducci had a couple of chances there, and you know that he could get his a hat trick, and that could be the difference the way he's playing tonight, Seth.
Carducci with 2 goals, Matt Marcus with another one for Mamaroneck, Brian Collins, Jack Brasco, Matt Hyman, the scorers for Scarsdale. It was a hand pass against Mamaroneck, so the faceoff goes all the way back into their defensive end. Tigers still with 1 shot on goal this period. They're being outshot 10-1 so far in the third period. Freed takes the draw. It's one back to Wolf. And taken by Lavin. Lavin has Freed, finds him. Back to Lavin, who touches it over to Conley. Conley shot deflected high. Freed played it in the near side, rims it around. Lavin battles for it, but it's taken by Hyman. Hyman gets it ahead to Bach. Bach is the freshman who just sends it deeper. Ryan DeHasia. Now taken by Scarsdale's Glassman. And the Raider is able to clear. Bach got it ahead to Hyman. Wasson chips it ahead. Conley has Lavin with him. Conley enters the zone. Stopped by Seltzer. 4:15 left to go in regulation. On the far side, out in front, the shot is gloved by Seltzer on the drive from Tom Conley.
Great shot by Conley, great pass from Conlon Lavin, and a great save by Seltzer. And 4:08, it's still tied at 3. That was just their second shot of the third period. Conley with the rip and off a great pass from Lavin. That was an unbelievable pass, Seth.
Yeah, when Mamaroneck gets into the offensive zone, they're dangerous. The problem is they have not been in the offensive zone much in this period, and a timeout has been called by Scarsdale with 4 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the third period. I need a drink of water, so we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. After the Scarsdale timeout, face-off in their defensive end. Tigers, of course, their top line, onto the ice. Carducci, the draw. He's got Schreiber and Light with him. Puck is static. It's one. Light in front. He scores! Light puts Mamaroneck back out in front. It's 4-3 with 4:03 left to go in the third period.
And what a play by Michael Carducci. Out-muscled the Scarsdale player on the face-off and gets the assist as he pushed the face-off win to Light, and Light had the open net after he made a nice move to fake out the goalie and the senior Light with the goal to make it 4-3 on senior night.
So now the question is, can Mamaroneck hold on to this lead? It's 4-3, now under 4 minutes left to go, and things have just started to get frenetic now. Sending it into the zone was the freshman Bach. Josh Bach has been everywhere for Scarsdale tonight as well. Very active on the offensive end, only a freshman. Scarsdale brings it in, it's tapped away. Schreiber tried getting it ahead to Light. Light back taps it to Carducci, and Carducci quickly skates into the offensive zone. Tigers looking to add on. That shot was deflected by Seltzer. The rebound swings behind the net, and it's taken by Scarsdale.
And it's worth noting that that was after a Scarsdale timeout, that Mamaroneck goal, right after they called timeout.
Right off the faceoff. Might have been a set play by Coach Mike Chaparelli. We'll have to ask him after the game if it was. 3 minutes left to go in this one. Tigers send it in. We'll have to watch Sam Seltzer pretty soon to see when he vacates the net, if he has to. Giroux. What a terrific game here at Homix. High energy, lots of hitting, lots of terrific offensive displays by both teams. Tommy Light with the potential game-winning goal if they can hang on to it with 2:45 left to go in this one.
And as you said, a best of summer instant classic here, as the face-off will see if they can win another and maybe score. But very interesting that Scarsdale takes their timeout and Coach Schaap uses it to possibly draw up the winning goal.
As Mamaroneck trying to take out Scarsdale. Their assistant coach, of course, we told you earlier, is Mike Chaparelli's son. Scarsdale into the offensive zone. 2.5 left to play, third period. Playing it there was Giroux. Tried getting it up to Lavin, but it's taken by Wolf. Wolf lost the handle. Able to get it back now. 2-on-3 developing. Bad angle shot was stopped easily by Freed. Chasing it down. Seltzer gets there, loses it, and deflects the shot away. It was taken by Tom Conley. That could have been the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous for Seltzer. He came out there and he hesitated just a second, and it cost him as Conley was able to get it. But the pressure of the defender and Seltzer, Conley pushed the shot high. But more importantly, they get this face-off in this zone here, 2:01. They can keep it in, maybe keep him in goal, and they can't pull him for the time being, because they probably want to pull him at about 1:45 or 1:30 if they can.
And they want to pull him when they've got the puck. Scarsdale.
And in the Mamaroneck zone.
Exactly. They need to win a face-off right here, but it's taken by Mamaroneck. On the point, that shot whistled just wide. Might have gotten a piece of it, did Seltzer. Under 2 to go. Behind the net. Light tried sneaking out in front. He now goes to collect on the near side corner. It's taken by Scarsdale. Scarsdale in neutral ice, and Seltzer thought about coming.
Not yet.
And it's going to be a face-off in the Scarsdale offensive end. Some pushing and shoving with 1:39 left to go. Third period action. Tigers lead it 4-3.
Still no movement yet from Seltzer. Very interesting. I would pull him here, right?
You probably want to make sure you win the face-off first and see if you can get some zone time. I have a feeling he will be coming pretty quick if Scarsdale wins the draw. It's taken by Brosgol, but it's won by Mamaroneck. Big face-off win there, and the puck goes out of play with 1:35 left to go. We'll do it again.
Get a new puck and put it in place. Seltzer's still in goal as they'll face it off here, but he creeps out a little. So have to keep an eye on him. 1:35 left in this one. 4-3 Tigers. 33 shots for Mamaroneck, 27 for Scarsdale.
Waiting to drop the puck here in the Tigers' defensive end. The draw is won back by Carducci, taken by Mamaroneck. Schreiber pushes it ahead, and Carducci goes chasing.
This is why they didn't pull him.
Exactly right. Carducci into the offensive zone, swings behind the net. Carducci centers one. It was whiffed on and taken by Scarsdale, but they cannot clear. And now they are able to, but they don't have possession, so Seltzer has to stay in. 70 seconds left to go. Lavin chipped it. Now Scarsdale has it. It's Glassman. Again, they cannot keep possession. Schreiber has it. Nice work by him. Schreiber spins, loses the handle. Scarsdale has the puck. Seltzer inching towards his bench. He's still not going. And meanwhile, that one was deflected out in front. And now it's out of the zone. Seltzer's still in, but a breakaway. It's Lavin. Lavin in alone. Lavin shoots. Save made by Seltzer. 32 seconds left to go. Seltzer's got to come now, and he does not.
No.
He's still staying back with 25 seconds to go. He is in the middle of the zone. Now he's coming. 19 seconds left to go. They might have waited too long. Out in front it comes. Penalty upcoming on Mamaroneck.
Oh, that's killer.
With 13.7 to go, Scarsdale will be on the power play. It will be an effective two-man advantage, a 6-on-4 with 13.7 to go.
And someone better tell the Mamaroneck student section to hold on that na-na-na-na chant because it's not over yet.
It is
6-on-4. The cross check.
It's a cross check against Watroba.
His second of the game.
He slams the door once, it doesn't close. He slams it again and closes that time. 13.7 to go.
You think Coach Kevin Wright would like his timeout back for the now? I think he would.
Coming right down to the wire at Homix, 6 against 4. It's a power play. They want to make sure that Josh Bach gets out in the middle. They win the face-off. It's out in front. It whistles wide. 10 seconds left to go. Battling for it, there's Collins. It is on the corner. It is kept alive with 4 seconds and 3. Can they get a shot off? They do. Out in front. It's off the post. It's off the post at the horn. And Mamaroneck hangs on senior night.
Wow. That could have gone in right after the horn, or if it didn't, instead it hit the post on the deflection. Right there was Hyman. What a game between these two rivals, Seth.
That is as good a high school hockey game as you will see at this level. Absolutely terrific. It came right down to the final second as the shot was deflected off the post, but Mamaroneck hangs on as Tommy Light gets the game-winning goal with 4:03 left to go, and the Tigers hang on to win it by a 4-3 final. This was a fun one here at Homix. The post-game show is coming up next. We will talk to Coach Mike Chaparelli. I have a feeling his son might be buying him dinner tonight. Maybe the other way around, we'll ask. We'll also chat with a player or two as well. Tigers hang on senior night to win this one by a 4-3 final. Stay with us. You're watching LMC Varsity Sports on LMC TV. What a game here at Homix.
Back here on the post-game show with senior Tucker Light. And Tucker, tell me about your game-winning goal.
Carducci held the guy up on the face-off, and Schreiber kind of gave another guy a little fake out, waving his stick over the puck. and I was wide open in front with all the time in the world.
And they called a timeout right before that play, Scarsdale. Was that drawn up by Coach Schaap?
Yeah, we have a certain set of plays we do in practice, and we run them all the time, and that was one of them. But most times it doesn't work, or we get a good chance at it, but it was really nice to see that one come together that well.
Talk about the play of Carducci. What a game for him, 2 goals and an assist. He had some nice moves. Very good play by your line mate there.
It just wraps up a great career for him. Like, he's been doing it since sophomore year, freshman year. And the kid's just outstanding. Like, I haven't seen a kid in this program like him in a long time.
And lastly, you guys head into the playoffs with a good record of 15-2-1. What do you think your team's chances are come postseason time? And if you face the Scarsdale team again, that could be a tough matchup. That was another great game against them.
We feel confident. We've won about 6 in a row now. We had a couple tough losses against Suffern, and we feel strong now. We've gotten our groove back scoring, and we're playing much better defensively. It's all starting to come together now. Jack Fried's catching fire also.
And overall, Scarsdale's not a team you want to face after beating them twice in 2 tough games, or actually tying them and beating them 4-3.
Yep. They put up a good game no matter what team they have, so they're not a team we want to play in the playoffs, but if we get there, then we'll have to do the same thing we did this time, but prepare the same way, and hopefully we can come out on top again.
Back with Coach Mike Schiaparelli after the Tigers win it by a 4-3 final. Coach Tommy told us that game-winning goal, that was a set play. How good does it feel for you to be able to see them win it on the play like that?
It's really nice. For set plays in hockey usually don't work too often, but that actually worked. And we actually finally went stick side on them, which was great.
This was a rough game. It was a physical game. How important is it to play these kind of games before the playoffs begin?
Well, the whole last stretch, we had a lot of really good teams we played. We got to play them at home, which hopefully playoffs we'll get to play them at home also. But it's great for us to have a game like that. The kid Seltzer, middle of the game, kept them in the game. And then Fried, if they got 2 back, he kept us in the game. So it's a back and forth. You can see they're well coached when they play, and they got a lot of heart.
All 4 goals scored by seniors on senior night. Could you draw it up any better than that?
No, if we got a couple more goals later, I could have got more seniors in. Would have been better, but really good job. I'm glad it was 4 seniors. I didn't know it, but I don't really care the score as long as we get the goals, and I'm happy with seniors.
All right, back on the post-game show. That's Charlie McGraw. I'm Seth Rothman. Tigers win a instant classic here at the Homics Park Ice Rink by a 4-3 final. Charlie, we talked to Coach about it. This was a physical game. It was a hard-hitting game. It was also a game filled with lots of talent on both sides. These 2 teams really went after each other tonight. Mamaroneck comes out on top.
This game had everything. It had lead changes. Scarsdale led after scoring 13 seconds into the game. Then they had a goal. Mamaroneck went ahead 2-1 with a goal 26 seconds into the second period. They had a game misconduct against Scarsdale. You had other penalties as well, about 5, 3 or 4 on each team at least. And in the end, it came down to a shot that got deflected twice on a 6-on-4 with a penalty with 14 seconds to go, as they pulled the goalie that hit the post to end the game. And it couldn't have been any better with the 2 rivals, and just a great game on senior night. And it's like a storybook ending to the game.
Yeah, we believe that would have counted, by the way, had it gone in. That was I thought there was about a second left when that puck hit the post, so very, very close to being a 4-4 hockey game there. And again, an instant classic, as I mentioned to Coach Mike Schiaparelli. All 4 Mamaroneck goals scored by seniors. That's a pretty good way to cap off senior night. So for Charlie McGraw and our entire team behind the camera, I'm Seth Rothman. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on LMC Varsity Sports.